to Beric. For some reason, feels like he's the only one he can talk to.
But either way, as we know from last session, we have two PCs, technically two PCs, but it's one person's character made into a very poor medical condition due to someone else's actions, although it was good intentions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and I can say what will actually happen at this point, because as you are all, there isn't many of you.
Yep.
Basically, Gad, Beric, you are there. Phalith will be looking after King and Nameless, and then go back to Aya. In the meantime, something does happen, but I can't really come out and say it because it was going to happen, and then this all happened. So you all,
Cool.
as Beric and Gad, are the only two really left there, as Golden is somewhere. I'm not sure right now because Golden wasn't here last time either.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a commotion at the entrance to the ward. You can see a couple of priests and several guards, all wearing the silver dragon emblem on their chest, coming through. They are trying to get past the clerics, and the clerics are saying, "You can't all come in. You need to be quiet," and all of these sort of things. Well, what do you two wish to do?
Gad shivers and says, "Oh, I felt something terrible, Beric, as if something was about to happen and then didn't for some reason. But anyway, I have a feeling we're the only two people who can be relied on to do anything right now. For some reason.
Might as
Why don't we
well
go and
go.
investigate all that noise?"
Yeah. We go and see. We do know though who these people are, right? We could tell the holy symbol is like
It,
Bahamut.
no, this is the city's guards.
Oh
The
damn.
city's emblem is a silver dragon.
Okay. Can we sort of go to them and ask?
Oh. Yeah, you can. They are all still trying to bypass, and then one of them notices you and says, "Captain, there they are." And they go, and they just push through this one man whose armor's a little shinier. He has a white mustache. He goes, yes, you two. He pulls out a paper and unrolls the scroll. A Gad and a Beric. I believe there's meant to be more of you. I guess
There
that
is meant to be
is
more of us.
the one of them two behind you is on the bed is a dwarf called King.
He
Hmm?
is definitely not in any position to speak for himself.
Uh,
The problem.
yes, I can see that. Um, I don't know. I've been ordered to take you to the keep.
Hmm?
Other than that, I
The
do not
keep?
know.
What?
Something we did.
I do not know. I have just been ordered to bring you to before the king.
Oh, the king. I thought you
Hey.
said the keep. Very well. Let us go there.
I know that I probably spent my. I mean, if this is happening the same day, we've done the shit with, or if this happened immediately after what transpired last session, then I've already cast Greater Restoration, right? Or is this another day?
This is the same day.
Fifth level spells, and I didn't prep my spells because I thought we were gonna be
You
doing a
do
lot
get.
of downtime.
You will get your downtime. Don't worry. It's just something important has happened, and it was meant to happen right at the start, and things happened.
Okay, okay.
So
Um, I guess I follow.
okay then. So you two are taken in into the Lord's keep or manor or whatever you wish to call it.
Wait,
Ow.
Gad would like to
I hit my
talk
finger.
to Beric while they're on the way over.
Yeah, go for
Yeah.
it.
Did you say something? Sorry.
No, I said yes, Gad.
Well, we're just plodding along. I guess getting taken by the guards. God is like, this might as well happen now, given everything that's been going on. Uh,
In that kind of
Listen, Beric. I'm ashamed to say that I was thinking of sequestering myself in my order. I felt uh, devastated by our loss of Levin. I felt I didn't have much to offer. But I talked to Faith about it, and then I realized I have duty still towards you and the others, and that I am still needed. And I just wanted to say sorry. I don't think I would have left without talking to you, but I'm sorry that it occurred to me to abandon you in your struggle.
to be honest. I too have been having my own doubts worthiness to this cause, but
Sorry,
I'm
Beric,
just
you just went
taking it.
super duper quiet.
Fuck. I think I said to be honest, I think I mean I have to say I've been having my own doubts about my own worthiness on this cause that we have made for ourselves. But I guess I'm taking it a day at a time because I still need to gather what information I can, even if in that way I can be of help.
Of course,
We
friend,
still do not know a lot about our enemy.
you are the greatest of helps. And something that Faith said to me. She said that my faith inspired her, which I hadn't really thought about much before. But I've been thinking for a while that the gods shone on us and we did their bidding. And I'm starting to think that we shine for each other. And you're still shining for me, friend. In fact, you're smoldering quite a lot. Although it's probably just the armor. Yeah.
Thank you. I guess I just thank him, but I'm still deep in thought and in my own doubts. So all I can do is thank you.
Cool. And then we go to the place, the keep.
Okay, so you get taken to the king's office again, where the king is sat down at his office. I need to remove some of these tokens.
Yeah, I'm
Thank you.
out of here.
As there is only you two. General is not really there. The king is the only person here, and he's sat down doing paperwork right now. He looks up and greets you both, saying, yes, it's about time. And he slides something across the table. And he says, well, it seems to be finished, but I do
What?
need the gem that your friend King is carrying.
No idea what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm so sorry, Your Majesty. Could I see this paper? Could I see the paper?
It's not paper, it's like a small box.
Oh. Mm. And what is this?
It's the
I
thing
mean,
he
can
was
I
making.
look at what's inside?
Yeah, you can open it and it opens up on a hinge, and it seems to be a square box. It is coated in different magic sigils and runes all over it. The inside of it seems to just have one spot that you can tell immediately should hold some kind of magic gem. And you can see inside there's loads of intricate little machinery inside. It says,
This
yes.
was
Hmm?
this was King's doing.
King and his cohort of Warforged, yes. Remember, I
Hmm.
let him keep hold of that certain gem that I sent you all on a mission for. Because he
Not
said he was making
even a
fists.
little bit.
Ah,
But that's okay.
I love how like we how much is your int, God?
8.
Yeah, the two dumbest people in the party just
I thought it was lower.
It's just because I lean into it.
left.
The two dumb god boys have shown up to deal with this.
We're all gonna die. Oh wait.
um, uh, Gad, Gad the Sad, as he is nowadays, is just looking about. Ah, unfortunately, our good friend King is taken ill, and I don't know
He'll be
about.
convalescent for months.
Yes. I don't know about seizing things from his possession without his express say. Um,
then you will all be arrested for treason.
what? We just
I,
got here.
you've been in the city for a while. I sent you on a mission. I left you in charge of a very important item. The item that I
I
will be
do
using for
recall that
war
this
effort.
did happen. We were sort of we only just were able to convince the king that we needed the gem, but they also needed it for something. Can I can I make any roll to remember what they needed it for?
It will be intelligence or history.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm
Just
gonna be good.
and you can't guidance this because you're right in front of the king. He'll notice.
Okay. What is that? Intelligence or history?
Yep.
Did not do the thing.
Oh, it did. 14. It was related to the gem of divination.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The gem that at one point King did crack.
Nice, nice. Can
But
Gad make an?
what was this mechanism for? Is what I
It was
wanted
a
to.
the it was a compass that would guide you to something. Other than that, you're not quite sure because the
Oh,
king went into technical details.
Can Gad
what do you
make an
think?
insight check on the king to determine if he's sincere about this trade or if he's trying to trick us or whatever?
Yeah, you can.
May I do the same thing?
Yes, you can.
Ah, 15.
21.
You both know he has
Oof.
been completely sincere about all of this.
Oh, I
Hmm.
do remember this was a thing that needed to happen.
Very
This-
well. We shall go and retrieve this thing that you desire to enable this trade to take place. Although it's not much in our kind of gesturing between King and Beck, our realm of duty, per se. We can go
Are,
and retrieve it.
are you saying you need people?
Hmm? What?
What do you need to retrieve it?
We
My
need to
guards will be accompanying you anyway.
walk over and grab it from a bag, and then walk back here.
Then you may. My guards will be with you all the way.
Sure. By the way, Gad has like no intimidation at all. He's facing this down the exact way he was looking at that fucking dragon turtle out in the seas. He doesn't care. Okay, Beric, let's go and get a gem.
Am I gonna be responsible for another magical item being lost from the party? Is this what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna lose this thing that has been worked on for months.
Uh-huh.
Um,
We head back, I
Yes, you
guess.
are led.
hey,
You
could
are.
I do something heading back? Um, Let me just like check something for a sec before doing that. do a finding a spell. I'm really sorry. I'm just still on mobile.
It's fine. It's understandable.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
It is a ritual. Okay. Could I? Minute. Okay. Yeah. We when we go back to the house. Could I say to the guards? I could ask the guards for like yeah, a few like 10, 11 minutes of rest while before finding the gem. Hello?
Hey,
Hello?
I'm just reading private messages. They turn to you and say, "Well, you will be under constant surveillance. Is that acceptable?"
Okay.
Very well. And he points to a guard, and that guard follows you in. Gad, what are you doing?
I guess God will go with Beric.
Then you also. You only need one. There's still two guards following you, but really you only need one. The guards won't say much though. Okay, so what do you
Yeah.
want to do, Beric?
Can I there I mean there's probably like a temple or there's like a shrine in my room, right? I can go there, sort of like cross my legs, have my holy symbol in front of me, and uh, perform a commune spell as a ritual, which I could still
Okay.
do.
Commune. Let's have a look. It is you contact your deity to a divine or a divine proxy and ask for three questions. Answered yes or no. As you might receive unclear as an answer. Question pertaining to information that lies beyond the deity's knowledge. If you cast the spell two more times, see, yeah, you cast it, and what are your three questions? Let's have a look.
Will the wait? This is not the question. It's just will the guards hear what our questions are?
Yes.
Okay. That's neither here nor there. Um, can I ask for my first question? Does the king require the divination gem only to seek um his only to seek our enemy, our common enemy?
You get a no.
Okay. Does the will the king use this gem only for the good of the city and its people?
Unclear.
Okay. Question prepared. I guess it would be will the king use this gem to purposefully harm us
No.
or his no?
Just straight away, no, he's not. You can, your god immediately tells you just nope, as in no harm. He's not aiming to use it for harm. That's why they could answer so quickly. It's like no harm.
Well, I just had to sure. King means no harm by using this gem, and either that or get arrested, and King probably good look for. I mean, prison would not be a good look for King right now. So I guess we look for the gem in King's belongings, right? Is this?
So his bag of holding that he was carrying.
I mean, what do you think, Gad? Hello?
Gad is currently away. So Beric, it's only you.
I'm back.
Oh, rip.
Oh, there he is.
You asked the question. Will the king try to harm with it?
Yeah, and he said no.
Okay, cool.
Um, so what do you think? We just we just give this thing, right?
I mean, it's king's bargain from the sound of it, and I believe the king seems that that's what they were told. I don't know if king had some maneuvers or plans
And he
wrought with
designed to
treason.
keep the gem for himself. Yeah.
Precisely,
Well,
but it seems to me, Beric, that the choice has fallen to us, and we honest, godly men should honor what appears to have been the agreement.
yeah.
And who knows what the fuck that other thing is that we're going to get. So let's just go grab the gem.
We go grab the gem
So
from
you go
wherever.
to the Light Cleric Church. So you go to your church then,
Yeah.
because it was on King, because it's in his bag of holding that he was carrying when you
Oh,
Hmm.
came there.
I probably would have said, well, this is awkward. We, I just realized it was on King, so I'm gonna go get there.
What?
Ooh.
God,
Oh, what? Fine. What's it? Let's hurry up.
yeah,
And
okay.
you go
We
get
hurry
the
up
gem.
across the city.
You do get the divination gem from King's bag.
I should delete it from the bag then.
It
Right.
goes. You go back to the king.
Hmm.
The guards are very annoyed at the fact that you decide to take a detour. Quite a windy detour as well.
God doesn't care in the
Yeah, I
slightest.
didn't think he would. Beric might. The king is back and says, "So you have the gem. Please insert it into the box."
Oh,
I
okie dokie.
insert it in.
Who does?
Beric, I guess.
Okay.
Gad has historically fucked up machines, so he's resistant.
So, as Beric picks up the small box, he slots the gem in the middle. The metal inside it seems to whirl alive and come to life, I should say, and encases the gem. And a single beam of light seems to shoot out from the top. And it almost looks like it's a golden eye with a single beam of blue light coming through the middle. And it starts to look around frantically. And then it focuses in one direction and then focuses another direction. And it seems to be jumping between two. And the king's like, how about Gad? Your name was, I believe. How about you hold it?
Hmm. Now, I have a bad record with delicate machinery, so
Just
I'll do my
hold it.
best.
Okay.
He very, very gingerly holds it.
As you hold it, the eye immediately just seems to shut. Like eyelids just appear over it and shut it. He's like,
Is that good?
hand it to me, please.
Hands it over.
The eye immediately snaps back up and starts swinging around, looking for something, and then it seems to look back in on itself, straight down, but the light shoots straight through the box itself, and it seems to be aiming underground. He's like, that's strange. Um, who can I ask? Oh, I know. Guards, get me guard. What was his name? Jeff. No, George. I think it was George. Get George. And the guy's like, yes, yes, sir. You hear them potter off. He says, how this works I will find out if it works in a moment. So just hold fire. Just wait.
We're
We need to know
literally
if this
not
works.
doing anything.
Yes.
Just standing.
That's yes. Would you like a drink? I'm
No,
sorry, I'm
thank
stressed
you.
out from paperwork. How about you, Beric?
Beric is dead. He's,
Great, I've accidentally killed Beric.
Another one.
Use bot.
what?
I tried to use my mobile to make a mobile hotspot. I could
Okay.
use, but it didn't work.
Okay.
Hmm.
You made my Discord call not work.
Well, you're here like this, so let's not change that.
The king offered you
So
something
anyway,
to drink.
what was happening? Last
You
thing
got
I
offered a
heard
drink.
was George.
You got offered a drink because you're waiting right now. Okay, you don't want to drink. You're waiting
He's a
awkward
taciturn
silence.
fellow.
Wait,
He, wait,
what? Did I
he
not
offers you a
hear
drink.
correctly? What? Oh, okay, sure. I take the drink.
He's asking what you want.
Oh, fuck me. Just
With pleasure.
water.
Yeah, he snaps his fingers, and you hear someone wander off, and then May comes in a few moments later with a tall glass of water with ice in it. Oddly enough. You're waiting there in awkward silence for about 10 minutes. He is doing paperwork while you're there. There's quite a lot of it. Um, and then a guard comes in, and he looks a bit. He's out of breath, of course. He's like, yes, sir. And it's this kind of. He's got no visible chin. He's very dopey looking in his eyes. You can tell not much is going on in his head, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yes, sir. And he says, George, right? Yes. What was the last thing you ate? I had ham and eggs this morning, sir. It's like, I bet you could go for more ham and eggs, couldn't you? He's like, yes, sir. Yes, I could. And he said, okay, come here, George. Hold this. And he passes George this item. He's like, yes, sir. Don't drop it. And he holds it, and it immediately swivels around, and then immediately just focuses deeper into the building. He says, the king says, you really want them ham and eggs, don't you? He says, yes. Which way's the kitchen? And he just points in the same direction as the eye. He says, thank you, George, and takes it back, puts it down, and you are dismissed. Please go back to your duties. He's like, yes. And he wanders off. And he says, well, it works. We have something that points out what you desire the most at the moment.
Fascinating. Can I try it again?
It depends. I need to know what you're actually thinking about. Because from what I can tell, you don't have any desires right now.
Oh no, I think you'll find my desire most expediently.
I'm worried about this now.
I assure you, it means no harm to you.
He slides it gingerly towards you with a
Gad picks
grinning
it up,
eye.
and the light points immediately to the door. Wow, would you look at that? A way out of this. Incredible. Truly, this device knows the very corners of my heart.
You wish to go, you may go if you want. You have given me the item I desire.
Oh,
Now I
sorry, we
just.
won't be arrested for treason now, for someone else's bargain.
You were part of the group that bargained to it. So I have to hold someone
Fascinating.
responsible.
Hold the dead responsible for all I care. Bye bye. Gad leaves.
Okay. And he turns to Beric. And you, I hope, can understand why I wanted this.
Oh god, I forgot to mute myself. Um, just give me 1 sec. Um,
He'd have been stopped by the guards if he tried to leave with the magic item.
yeah, I think what I would say is, what would I say? I guess I would say, well, going to use this to find threat to the city, right? I
Who's
clearly do not recall a lot of what we talked about the last time we were here. But we recall something about having the common enemy of this um, Dark Lord, right? Or the chance that he might come back.
yes?
We've
This
also been looking for it.
this was so you could your group in particular, as you are the only people other than the general that know of the state secrets, that you could hopefully find more of the undead's siphoning gems and
Yes.
hopefully destroy them. I hope I can still hold your group in whatever state it is in to the same deal, although of course there'll be a much greater pay and of course more benefits in the city for you.
Certainly for myself that those are still my goals. And
Uh,
Dad can be convinced. I will speak to the others. For most of them right now are in the um, they can't speak right now, but I will talk to them about this matter.
uh, very well, because in 1 month I do already have a mission for your group. And I don't know how much you will need, but I am sending you with at least 4 to 6 guards, depending on the situation in a month.
All right.
These guards are hopefully to help you, as this may be a dangerous mission. Is that all okay?
I guess so. That is all right. I don't know. I guess I'll have to speak to.
Very well then. I hope to see you all again in a month, and please try not to leave the city. And you may leave whenever you wish. I know my chairs are comfortable, but I do have work to do.
So I'll tell Gad about thing and say, "Will you be joining us? Will you be joining whoever is going out to find the enemies?"
Well, our holy purpose yet remains, I suppose. We are much weakened. Without Levin, without King/Nameless, there's a solid 4 of us now. Even with 6 guards, who knows what we'll face? We face another Rakshasa, another greater fiend. The ending might be yet more tragic.
Could I actually, like, since this one has been mentioned and I wasn't there, could I like get an idea what's the deal with the Rakshasa and the Pergamondis? Because then I don't think that's like, I missed the part where that became clear.
The
Like,
leader
what
of
was the deal with the
Pergamundus,
Rakshasa and the Pergamondis?
the leader of Pergamundus was the Rakshasa. The Rakshasa was using a god to basically transport everyone's soul to another plane, where then he would have this army of slaves, basically, with no soul, so he could just tell them what to do and they would do it.
Okay.
So basically, the Rakshasa was leading everything. an Aya was used to bind the god so that the Rakshasa had some way of controlling the god.
And the Rakshasa is dead.
Yes, that's what Levin killed. He actually killed it.
Dead forever, not sent
Yep,
to the lower
dead,
planes. Okay, cool.
dead. But it did cost Levin his life.
But he did become a god for a little while, you know, so.
Mm.
And do we know the Rakshasa's name?
Not really. Mainly
We
because he
never
appeared.
learned it.
No, because he started monologuing, and then people started to break out of the thing that was binding him, binding people. So he was just monologuing and then got slapped. Yes, Golden
It
knew
was
a name of
glorious.
him. Let me see if I can find his
Oh fuck me!
names.
We didn't get. We didn't. I didn't
He
have the
was
presence of mind to take any of the corpses, did I?
No.
whose corpses?
From the ship. No, right?
No,
I
you had
don't
them on the
think
ship,
so.
but
Okay then. Well, grr. Okay. Fine. Just wanted to know his name. Okay. Well, fine.
You're leaving the king's office. What's up?
yes, you're in the city. Welcome to the big city. What are you doing in said big city? You were just talking about extra members.
Um, I think Gad would like to go and visit King again first.
Okay, that's easy enough to do. That'll take you probably about half an hour to an hour to get there.
Gad goes and sits with um, King slash nameless. Hey King, hey nameless. How's it going? Cool. I wanted to say sorry, friends. I was not in a great state. Well, I'm not in a great state of mind. But I felt useless to you all, and I thought about returning to my order and leaving you behind. And I've since realized that was wrong. And I shouldn't have even thought to abandon you. And look what happened to you guys. I literally left for like 20 minutes, and this happened. So clearly I can't go anywhere. But don't worry. And he like reaches out and holds both their hands. I'm here now, and I'll be looking after you, such that I can. And then heads on out.
It is
Okay,
possible for her to have left the letter there if you want to use that.
that might be a. Mm, let me find out what they're going to do first. So, Beric, what are you doing while Gad has gone and had these momentary words?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah?
Am I
Yes.
laggy or not?
No?
Okay. Well, guess what I'm gonna do first is just like do. I know, like I just sent somebody to the hospital. I don't know all business, but could I perhaps do some shopping? I did like give a list to you, DM. I was just
Mhm.
gonna ask if any of these need any special roles or any special thing to acquire, or can I just like buy them from the city, like go around.
The hardest thing to find, none of that would have been in particular hard to find.
Hello,
Hello?
hello.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Okay, I think I got cut off again. I can hear you now.
Okay.
Hmm.
There wasn't really any issue
Hello?
to getting them items.
You still hear me?
Yes.
I like that we can hear
Okay.
the dog more
Um.
than.
Yeah. So
Eric.
I'm gonna go and buy those.
So that'll basically it will take time, which we would go back to Gad, which Faelith is basically running between her sister and
I know.
King right now. So she's jumping between them. And she will hand the letter over to Gad saying, can you go and meet this person? I can't right now. And she's basically stressed out and panicking about everything because she wants to look after everyone basically.
Oh,
I'll,
Is A
okay,
awake?
Faith.
I'll post it
Aya
in the
is no, she
Discord.
hasn't. She has woken up recently, but she has some. No, she won't have woken up recently. It's not only been the same day still since you've come back, so she's still got time.
Faith, you sound different to usual. Please. Anyway, I'll just read this letter you gave me, apparently. Hmm. Wow. What a very well timed letter King gave Phalith before.
I literally wrote that before everything happened.
He did. He actually did write that before it all went to shit.
Okie dokie. Uh,
Before Beric happened.
before, thank God, the
Or the
cleric
barracking.
arrived. Yes.
We'll time this
Okay.
campaign by before Barrack and after Barrack.
Yeah, that
Mm.
would be BC AC will be the years of the campaign.
Mhm.
Okay.
I don't. I have not caused maximal damage yet.
Uh-huh.
Working on it
Um.
though. That yet meant implied. It could happen.
Okie dokie.
Oh god.
Um. So I had a couple of I had one small thing that I wanted to do, but it might take a little bit of time because I thought we were doing like downtime stuff. Um, would that be okay?
It will be, yeah.
So Gad just wanted to have his armor remodeled and also get a new helmet because he's fucking lost his helmet.
Okay. What
Uh,
remodel?
um, just some superficial changes. Probably wouldn't cost that much money or take that much time. Um, but it was important for another thing that I wanted to do.
Hmm.
So this would presumably be a couple of days afterwards.
So depending on what it is, depends on how long it'll take. Because if it's just some etching work, that'll take maybe a couple of days. But if it's like full on, like new flare and everything, it'll take longer and cost more.
It's remodeling the horns on the
Okay,
front of it.
that shouldn't be too hard then. Yeah, that'll take a couple of days at most, unless it's really fancy.
Cool, fantastic. Okay, so Gad takes the letter, I guess, and he goes and hangs out Eleven's grave in the small glade. Trees looking very nice, leaves, sunlight. And he sits down with his hands on his knees and sits down next to Eleven's headstone. And he's had his armor changed. Previously, it was dark steel with horns protruding upwards along the front because it came from the Gorgon the king made for him. And now it has white antler horns instead going up. And he has a new helmet that has some prongs along the top of it. A little bit like that picture that Alexander just sent. Hey, Levin. How's it going? Cool. It's all great. I've not been doing so good since you've gone. It's not been a great time. But, I wanted to come and say hi again. I was thinking about when we met and you were playing your flute so marvelously, and it brought such joy in the long journeys, and the time when I hit you because I thought you were a lich bitch, and then you explained everything and said that no, it was my commitment to kill liches that made me so great, and that you wouldn't want me to change. And when you helped me with the faileth and everything, you meant so much to me. And for a while, I didn't want to do anything, and I just stood and watched everyone do everything around us. Faileth got us back, basically. And she said that my faith helped her, and it made her feel strong. And I realized I can't abandon them, and that they still need me. And he stands up, and small tears going through the stony surface of his cheeks, looks down on Levin's grave. You'll be with the ship of the Seekers of Torm. I shall have your flute placed in its center mast, so you can sail the seas forever and still do good works. But I also have work to do. And he puts on his new helmet. We still, yet, have foes to destroy. And he turns round and walks off, grasping that piece of paper that King's note is on. And he's going to go to where he can find this Iblahe.
Iblahai. Iblahai.
Yep. He's going to head over there.
Okay. In the meantime, I will go back to Beric, who has had a few days as he spends more money. You had a few days, Beric. Is there anything in particular you want to look up?
The 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 armor is just Dothraki on an open field net. But also I was gonna do something. I first want to know if I can research about the the if there's any way to make King's recovery faster. I'm going to kill Iblai's character by bringing back King faster.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can do me a medicine or religion, depending on which way you want to look at this.
Um, okay, I'll try medicine. Like I'm also looking up if there are any books about the topic of this thing. So it's gonna be over the course of days, kind of a long and involved um a way to find any information I can about healing and shit. So could I with that also enhance myself with enhance ability?
You
I
can if
can
you
keep it
want.
up for like hours because of all the spells that I have and also extended spell.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. So did a thing.
17.
17.
So with a 17, who feel you've researched and natural remedies don't really exist apart from time. Arcane and divine medicine could work, but the arcane medicine is kind of a combination of alchemy and artificing by using basically like
Okay.
certain magical gems or certain fields of gems, so like a category of gems. They would be able to speed it up if you put it into like a poultice or something. Um, and clerical, there's quite a few ways that you could do it, and also the clerical ways, it's like making sure to cast Greater Restoration every single day,
Oh wow,
which
100 gold. Oh no, no
yeah,
thanks.
not many people can do that because casting Great Restoration is actually very difficult for most people.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much the cost, it's just people don't have that level.
Yeah.
Uh, you could also somehow get a divine intervention if you're very lucky and powerful enough to even get your god's attention. And there's
Mm-hmm.
also always the wish spell if you could somehow get it.
Okay.
But
So
they're your
nothing
main
that
options.
nothing I can do right now, currently. Okay. Could I still do another thing?
Depends on what.
Mm, can I do another commune spell? I'm thinking this is like, it's been days since um, the last time I used the spell.
Mm, you can? What are you asking?
Okay, I'm gonna sit down, ritually cast commune, and my first question is going to be, I can type it so that there's like, does the soul of
Soul
Hmm?
of.
first question? I
Does the
typed it.
soul Zul Antal Ukul remain in the material plane? Yes.
Oh fuck. Okay, second question. I'm also gonna write down.
Does Inktaraka remain loyal to Zal Untal Ukul? Yes.
Okay. Last question.
Is Zal Untal Ukul weaker now than he was back during the Baron War? Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. I've I'm happy with that. I probably want to use the legend lore, but I'll save that till like if any of the other people want to do other stuff first.
Okay. So we'll go back to Gad. So Gad, you have gone to Wide Lodge, where you are right now. It's more of a
Cool,
seedier
cool.
area or a poorer area. It's not full of crime, it's just not as well off as the other areas. But it has a lively community of friendly people, lots of sailors, lots of bars, lots of taverns.
Mhm.
You end up going to the Jolly Knaves, I can't speak, which is a tavern that's raucous, loud, there's music, cheering, laughter, a good time all round.
Gad, steps in. His new horns add like an extra foot to his height. So
He has to duck.
yep,
Dodge, not designed
it's a
for
bit
you.
awkward.
Everyone kind of stops what they're doing. All the noise just dies down. Everyone just stops and stares at you as this towering man with antler horns just walks in. No, prong horns walk in.
Greetings, friends. I'm looking for Iblahai.
This is where Iblahite will be.
Yep.
Yeah.
They
So-
will probably point up towards the second floor if there is one, or a back room.
Yes, there is a second floor. It's one of them ones where it only covers half of the upper area, so it's more like a balcony with the stairs going up to it.
Gad walks up to the second floor stairs.
The music and everything kicks back in shortly after you start going upstairs.
Are there any private rooms upstairs?
No, but there is sort of like private booths along the wall where they're walled off and they can have a shutter along the front, but it's not like a proper private thing.
Sits in one of those. In the back, probably. Just vibing. So, I guess Gad approaches.
What does Gad see?
You sit in front of them. Alright. Should I start with a description of their appearance?
Yes.
You see a tall, elven woman. Very beautiful. Long black hair, red eyes. That carries around a coffin on her back. Pale skin. And she just looks at you with a
What do you want?
You are. Fuck.
That name.
You are Iblahai.
yes. What do you
I
want?
greet you. He leans down and reaches out a big Gad-sized hand.
She looks it over for a moment, and she makes a wave respectfully, but not shaking his hand.
All right. I come here with business from my good friend King. I believe you might know him.
Her eyes immediately furrows. How do you know King?
He is my righteous comrade. We have fought in many battles together.
He's slightly confused. More details.
He lies fallen in the church of my fellows.
She just stands up and just show the way right now.
Very well. He starts walking out.
You see another woman that looks just like her also stand up and walk alongside you.
Hello?
They just nod. You have two women, identical, walking behind you, following you.
Very well. Twinsies. As we're walking towards the Light Cleric temple, Gad talks behind him, I guess. King said that you would be of help to us, in particular to my good friend Phalith.
Since you don't see her unless you're looking back when talking,
Nope.
are you?
Just
Then,
walking along.
yeah, Gad's passive perception would be. Yeah, she just failed it. Okay. Keep talking.
Would you be able to assist? We have business that needs attending to.
Very well.
Cool. And I guess we arrive at the Temple of Light.
He's been staring daggers at the back of his head this entire time.
No notice at all.
That's why I wanted to
Just
know your
walking
passive
forwards.
perception.
Yep. Just walking along.
Constant staring. Yep. So you manage to get back. King is laying in a bed, still unconscious.
Next to someone else.
Yep. She just hesitates for a moment. Explain. To Gad, just explain.
Well,
You
I
cast
might not be the
exposition?
best. No.
Okay.
I might not be the best to do so, for I'm not sure I quite understand. Here lies King, my goodly friend. My other Beric is not here, nor Faileth or Golden, but King, he had some kind of affliction in his mind, and it produced a second friend, here nameless, points at nameless. And they existed as one for a time, and then were split apart, and now, well, you can see the results.
She is genuinely a little confused about this entire thing. But goes up
Yes,
and
me too.
yeah, she just goes up and puts a hand on King's head and just whispers something that I'm pretty sure that Gad won't hear with his passive perception.
Gad
What
looks
do-
a little bit uneasy of the hair like going up towards him.
The
You
way,
were close to King?
yes, he's one of the few people I trust everything to, and he saved my life.
He has done the same for me on many an occasion.
I could roll an insight check, but she knows that he's telling the truth because Gad.
Wears his heart on his sleeve.
Yeah.
Just she walks up to Gad and removes a bit of the clothes that covers her neck, and you see a long scar that goes all around her neck. He really did save me. So what does he need right now?
Well, our order, as it is broken and bloodied. We lost one, my good friend Levin, and now King and Nameless lie here. We lack for strength, and yet our enemies remain. We have holy purpose, you see, which we were working towards. The destruction of a necromantic energy and fiends. Does that sound like it would be your sort of thing?
It does now.
Well, fantastic. Yeah. Why? Sweet.
Where is King's belongings?
I assume just kind of scattered around. Just like under his cot and stuff.
There's a footlocker that most of his belongings have been put into at the just under the end of the bed, so it's been slid back under it basically.
He goes and just goes through everything, empties out things, realizes that there are 2 bags of holding there, and is very genuinely moving one of them away from the other.
I don't know if you should be doing that.
King is fine with it. King would be fine with this. She empties King's bag of holding.
Insight check.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. We just met you, lady.
Yeah.
That's a solid 9.
You're not sure if she's telling the truth or is lying through her teeth. You have honestly no clue.
Okay, well, don't take anything. Well, but I just did that. No. Well,
I-
let's just leave things as they are.
If we're gonna stop a powerful undead, as you say, he would want me to have these. She moves around King's things and empties King's bag of holding and fills the other one with all of the things. Leaves King's personal belongings with him and then takes the rest with her. Alright?
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine, I guess.
He takes out a healing potion and just sloshes it around. He would want for us to have this to keep us alive. Wouldn't he?
Now that I can agree on.
Yeah.
Do
So,
you happen to know of anywhere else one may recruit fresh companions and fighters to your cause? Somewhat light on the ground right now.
DM, does she know any places?
There was a few adventurers in the tavern you were just in. The adventurers, the notice board may have some. The underground might have some. It just depends on who you're kind of after.
Which is where
But
I guess we will ask Alexander about his characters that I can recommend, nudge in that direction maybe.
Now my character is not there. Do what your characters would do.
that's why I'm trying not, because I'm thinking.
Well,
I think I have a few ways of getting people involved, so I'm working on it. Brain.
I am conscious of the fact that me and my good companion, Beric at least, we're not the smartest swords in the armory, one might say. So, do you know any super smart people that aren't just as over at King, lying comatose in a cot?
No. That I do not.
Okay. Well, you were just at a tavern. You know how they work, yes?
Yes.
What say you and me go get my friend Beric and we head over to a tavern and see who we can find?
Very well. In the
Find
meantime,
the edgiest person in a corner.
I think we just already got the edgiest person. Someone holding a coffin on their back in a corner of a seedy tavern.
yeah,
Yeah, he was
Yes.
brooding. She was brooding in the corner, so fair.
she
Yes.
wasn't brooding, she was sitting there eating lunch.
Contemplating. Alright, okay. Cool. I guess why don't we just head back to like the same exact tavern? And just go there.
You can if you want.
But how
That is
Cool.
shouldn't we find your companion first before we head there?
Oh, I assumed we'd already done that.
Looks around. No.
Beric! Beric!
I assume I'd be somewhere in the vicinity.
Both the women face palm, just what have I
just
got
been sat
myself
there
into?
at the other side of the room. He's just been
Oh,
sat
by
on
the
the other
way,
side of this room the whole time.
which
I've
one
been
of
here
the
this whole time.
do both of them talk? The two ladies? Or does one of them talk?
One of them talk, but they keep moving from side to side, so it's hard to tell which one is which.
Okay, cool, sweet.
Could I like
Oh,
do a vibe check on this woman slash set of women?
Sure.
I'm gonna go and cast Detect Good and Evil.
Okay. Can you post it?
Uh, I think it just like identifies any celestials, fiends, fae, or elementals.
Hmm. She is none of those.
Okay. Carrying any cursed. Oh no, 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 no. No, that's not a thing that I can do. Any magically desecrated objects in your possession?
No. Not that you can tell anyway.
Okay.
Ah, great. I can't see the magic items. Can you please tell me what they are?
I don't know
Was
because they were just blanks.
yeah, it was the numbers because I remember what they were, but I have a list of
1,
things.
1, 5, 4, 6.
So there was a +2 Wand of the War Mage,
Oh,
+2. Jesus
a
Christ.
Wand of Paralysis,
wait. Wand of War Mage. War Mage +2. A Wand of, as soon as it adds to the inventory for now. A Wand of Paralysis. Okay.
the other things. There was an axe, wasn't there?
Yep.
Just give me a moment because all of this is going crazy. It was a hand axe with life stealing.
So not a throwing axe, you can't throw it.
No, but it's basically just you could throw it, but you wouldn't get the life stealing effect.
Yeah, I'll move the Sword of Life Stealing and just rename it, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
What else was there in there? Because I can't find my list. I don't like this. It proves I'm unprepared as a DM. I failed you all. Sorry.
No, no, no.
Oh
One day
no.
we'll forgive you, Josh.
One day I shall seek forgiveness, but that is not
Not
today.
ask for forgiveness. Simply do better.
Why do you sound German when you say that?
It was a bad Yoda impression. Couldn't you tell?
No.
I didn't know what you were doing, in fairness. I assumed that it was something.
Fine then. You also will get, because half the items that I gave you were lost as well. So
True.
Yeah.
Including the
Makes it even-
Sunblades.
yes,
Oh
all the
my
Sunblade
god,
spells.
let them
But
go.
Never.
We gave them to a sea monster.
You could look for the sea monster, but the king would be mad.
you can have this small magical device then, since I can't quite remember. It is a small trinket device that when you twist it, it basically unfurls into a very nice painting of a paladin
Huh.
in hell fighting
Oh,
in a fiery hell background fighting fiends. It almost looks like the Doomslayer.
Okay.
sounds like a great painting.
Oh look, it's Gad.
Yeah, it's Gad.
Yeah. Doomslayer Magic Trinket.
Yes.
Hey guys, it's me.
And that's all you're getting. Because, to be honest, they weren't really what you were meant to be getting.
Oh, no fifth one?
Nope.
So anyway,
Oh.
we go to a tavern, all three of us.
Yes.
Or
You
four
go-
of us, I guess.
Yes.
Could I tell, like, what's the deal? Do they look like these two women? Are they um are they one person, or like why is it that, like, can I say anything wrong with them? Are they just like two people
Do me a
somehow?
perception or investigation. They'll be about the same, so you can use whichever one you want. Well, it's
How
22.
many two?
One
Yeah.
of them moves silently.
Cool, 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 cool.
Makes
cool.
no noise. The other one does.
Yep. The other things that,
They're just twins. Leave them alone. Gosh.
if you tried to do some of the other things that could detect, you would be classed as a creep. So we're not going that way.
Oh no, I'm so like, is she like some sort of illusion?
You would have to interact with her to try find that out.
Okay, well, I'm not going to. I was just really looking for anything strange about them.
Half expecting Beric just to go, think fast, spin around and just punch one of them in the face.
I don't expect any
And I
better from him.
pinch both of them in the hand.
Either way, you get to the same tavern. It's still rowdy. There is many people dotted about in this room. Some people are by themselves, some people are in groups. There's drinking, food. There's a bard in the corner who's playing music. He's playing on a lute, I guess. What
Um,
are you looking for in particular?
Iblahai, I've never really done this before. Do you know much about this?
What specifically?
We're looking for people. I mean, my instinct is just to shout out. But, you know, people get angry when I do that.
Iblai,
I'm God.
Iblai walks
Oh
up and
yeah, go on.
starts talking to people, asking around about anyone particular that would fit the requirements that Beric and Gad would specify.
So someone with a brain.
Hmm?
Oh, and they must be holy and righteous. That would be great.
Leaves that out.
And
Just
strong. Strong like me.
Or dexterous and, high constitution. Or magically powerful.
Glorious warriors and destroyers of fiends. That would be great.
That likes
I
to
love
kill.
hearing Gad just laying out this list of requirements. Just starts looking back at his like glass of ale and begins ignoring the group. It's like, oh,
Do me a persuasion or just straight charisma, whichever one. Well, persuasion, I guess. What am I on about? Great. A 15. You
Only
do get pointed to a few people with the description you give, which is more someone intelligent that can cast spells or fight and help. You get a few different sent to a few different people, like basically 3 people. You get sent to a gnome, a sea elf, and a changeling. You can tell it's a changeling because they're changing their face every 5 minutes.
Hmm.
So you got these 3 people you can go speak to.
First things first, we'll take a look at them and go, scrutinize. If there's any one of them that seems skilled in what they do. I'm trying to tell if someone has, 9 levels of something.
The changeling, you're having a hard time reading because most of what they're doing is just chatting, talking to people, and trying to get laid and failing. That's probably why they're changing their face every few minutes. The sea elf is quite merrily chatting with a group of people, just drinking and enjoying themselves. The gnome is a little bit more of a loner, drinking mostly by themselves.
Go talk to that gnome. Just,
There's a gnome at her table.
yeah. Grabs Gad's.
Follows along.
Yeah, just hand on Gad's shoulder. Talk to that gnome.
Strolls over. Greetings,
Height
gnome
difference.
friend. Yeah, he has to lean down a lot.
like looks over the shoulder, then like straight up just so he can see Gad. It's like bends next at an awkward angle. We yes.
Oh boy.
Who are you?
Greetings, friend. I am Gad, chosen of Torm. Holds down his hand really, really far.
chosen by giants, perhaps. Do you mind stepping back? I can't, like,
Oh, I
personal space, please.
apologize. Yes, takes 3 steps back.
Shakes the hand. It's like a finger or two.
Of course, yeah. My good, well, my new friend, well, my new companion over there said that you looked like you knew a thing or two, and points backwards.
She's just face palming this entire time. Just
Holding
Gad,
up his hands. Do you?
chosen of Tom. Most people know a thing or two. Tries to smell his
Ah.
breath. Have you been drinking too much, perhaps? It's a bit early, but I know some start when they wake up.
Oh, no, I'm not much one for drinking. I only drank a couple of times. And he's
Oh.
seeing back in his mind, drinking the pina coladas in the club with Levin.
oh,
I don't, yeah, he don't hang out with him much anymore. I assure you, my friend, I am quite sober. We are inquiring after able individuals. Might that be more up your street?
Bly turns to look at Beric and just, is this normal?
Shrug.
Sigh.
Look over at his two companions. Wilbur wants to vibe check the lot of them.
Oh,
A lot of vibe checks
Like,
today.
this is sus as fuck.
Martin, one of them looks confused. One of them seems genuinely happy to meet you and kind of depressed a little bit. And the other one is kind of just probably accepting fate
Yeah, standing in two places at
and
once.
visibly
Just
smoldering.
yeah.
Wilbur can't see Gad's face because he has this intimidating helmet on. And he's just been looming over Wilbur.
Oh, no, sorry. Removes
That's
his
his height as
helm,
well.
and you see his red, tattooed face and his sad eyes. I apologize. I have not really done this before, you see.
I
Picking
can
anyone up
tell.
at a bar. Yes.
Oh, please excuse me, I'm not interested. And he goes to leave.
I was thinking,
Wait.
what?
No, we need able bodies to help us in our mighty quest.
You want to pick me up for my body? Like, it's been 2 minutes.
Yes.
My God.
What? He turns around to the other two at the table and is like gesticulating, like,
Walks up, brings out a barrel of whiskey. He doesn't want you that way. He wants someone that can fight, or kill, or cast magic.
Yes. What part of that was not coming across?
Everything.
Well,
My dear lady,
Yeah.
you've seen the whiskey barrel. Please sit down. Barkeep! Barkeep! Two glasses.
Yeah. Sends a barmaid over with a couple of glasses.
Yeah, 40 gallons of whiskey. Starts pouring. Just locks eye with his gnome, was it?
Yes.
Just, yeah. Pours a glass.
So you all can see it. This is a darker skinned rock gnome. Well, it's more like darker human skin, so let's say like Middle Eastern wise. He has blue hair, blue beard as the image. DM, can you pull it up so everyone can see? Big screen image.
I've got the token, so it's not the perfect thing, but there you go.
He's wearing quite heavy work gloves, and he has a set of workers' goggles on top of him with several lenses just sticking out that you can click into space. They're in different multi colors, from greens to purples to blues to reds to oranges. And he has not tattered per se, but like artisans' clothes that once were of good make, you can easily see, but they are a bit dirty and ragged now. He looks a bit down on his luck with perhaps a bit dirt on his face. He has, of course, on his back a nicely made shield, and on his belt he has multiple sets of artisan's tools of many different kinds.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well, you have brought me whiskey, so I shall oblige you to hear you out at least. What are you looking for?
Looks at Gad and turns to face Beric. Why don't you explain this to both of us?
Well, we are sort of on a errand with a king, which may happen in less than a month. We are to seek an old enemy of the city, or at least the creations of this enemy, and thwart his plan.
Beric, you're making it sound boring.
No,
We are
he-
setting out on a holy quest to destroy the fiends and undead that live in these lands. And we're looking for able bodies, looks down at the gnome, to help us in that, as we have lost some of our companions.
looks flabbergasted over to Iblai. Are they usually like this?
I don't know, I just met them today.
Uh,
They know someone that I respect and actually care about, and they care about these, at least one of these idiots. Drinks the entire glass of whiskey. I'm gonna need
Wilbur
more.
pours her another one.
We're gonna need a lot of this.
Loss is a heavy thing. I understand. Well, chosen of Tim,
Tom,
Tom. Well, you have a quest, yes, but I don't really see why you would be charging into the tavern, my good man, I want to say.
yep, I'm fully a
like
man.
Usually there's quest bounties put up on the bounty board, or you have sort of like go to the adventurers guild and ask for adventures there, but this is very, very unexpected. Like, is someone put you up to this? Like, I can give you a few coins for this performance. It's very convincing, but
Oh, I thank you.
Holds out a hand. Ibla holds out a hand. Just, you got us.
To Gad?
No, to Wilbur. You said you would pay for the performance, so.
takes out a pouch that has seen better days. It's a bit light and gives 5 silver. You have. This was the most amusing thing I've seen in a week.
Oh, we were quite serious about all of this.
Oh, really?
Sadly, yes.
No laughing matter.
Just
And he
took
sits
matters
down with
into our
his
own
knees drawn all the way up into his chest so that he can sort of get down onto Wilbur's height. This is deadly serious.
Well, why do you want me? I've been literally sitting here with a David. What are these things like? You have beer in. What are they called? I forgot.
Mugs?
Big glasses, mugs. Thank you. Beer mug.
tankards.
Tankards.
Yeah.
I've been sitting here with a tankard. Why are you interested in me?
Because
Well,
you look
I
like you can
wasn't.
handle it. You look like you can handle yourself, and I'm pretty good at reading people.
Quite honestly, I think you were also the first person we saw.
No, he was the
The
third
first,
person.
You're
like,
literally our first choice. So,
Tell you what, I have no idea what you're doing, to be honest, but if you pay me for my time, I shall accompany you.
All right. Here, have a platinum.
Good.
Takes it and
A
bites
good
it a bit.
reward.
Checks if it's platinum.
It's actually a platinum coin. You're hired.
Good.
All right. Now what?
Well, we wait on the word of the king for where his business next takes us. You'll meet our other companions soon enough. They're occupied at present. A good cat named Golden. And elf? No, something else named Phaleth.
Did you mean the tiefling girl?
That's the one.
Oh. We're all gonna die. Again.
What?
Again?
No.
Hello?
Hello?
There shall be no deaths. The guy looks a little traumatized. No one's allowed to.
Okay then.
With this, you scatter to the wind. Now, I will have a little break so we can get drinks and stuff, go to the toilet and all that sort of fun things, and then see you in about 10 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
See you then.